small forward. At 6 foot 6 inches, number 17, Tony Snell. At the shooting guard position, standing 6 foot 5, number 5, Luke Kennard. At the other guard position, standing 6 foot 2, number 25, Derrick Rose. At the other forward position, at 6 foot 9 inches, number 23, Blake Griffin. Numero 0, the center at 6'11" out of UConn, having big fun around the rim. This is Andre Drummond. Your head coach is Dwayne Casey. Ladies and gentlemen, your Detroit Pistons.
Thanks for joining. And David. Yeah, and he has their confidence. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Pistons, at the forward positions, Snell and Griffin. Kennard is out there with Derrick Rose. And it's Drummond in at center. Now here's Drummond. The shot's good from Griffin.
And for those who criticize Drummond facilitating, I say rewatch that play. He's improving.
Bledsoe kicks to Giannis. Opening day, Steve, for some teams it's a fresh start, and for others it's the first step towards settling unfinished business, taking care of what they didn't do the previous season.
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. I think those teams that came very close to maybe winning a championship or being there, those are the guys that are hungry, and those are the organization. They are chomping at the bit to start the season.
Now here's Bledsoe, following the miss by Griffin. Chalk up 2 there.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now here's Griffin. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game. They are out of rhythm, 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
The Pistons have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Rose passes to Snell. Outside Griffin. Three-pointer. Connects from three-point range. Griffin's got 5 now.
It's funny, at one point in his career, Griffin wouldn't have even attempted that shot. Much more confidence now.
Here's Bledsoe. The game against Oklahoma City, very impressive. And it's out of bounds, and they say last touch by Griffin. Six on the shot clock. And here's Giannis from outside.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the court.
Again, Giannis missing. Rose against Bledsoe. Outside for Griffin. Drummond trying to get himself free. Griffin's shot is off.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And that one's good by Giannis.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
Now here's Rose. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Pass to Kennard. Shoots over Matthews. The shot's good from Kennard.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And early on, if you're him, you just want to see the ball go through the net and get into some kind of rhythm.
Now here's Lopez. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. And there's the pass to Drummond. Bledsoe against Rose. Beyond the arc. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
And since coming to the Bucks, Eric Bledsoe hasn't been asked to do nearly as much as he has in the past.
And for Bledsoe, that is a good thing, as he is best as a complementary player. Not scoring as much, but his decision-making and shot selection have vastly improved.
They retain possession. The shot's good from Griffin. Here is Bledsoe. He has 5. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
This is his 2nd attempt at the line tonight.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark. One area that the Pistons were great in last year was perimeter defense.
What they did, GA, they closed out on shooters fantastically. They got hands up and hands up high. Allowed the fewest threes against as a team. Their interior defense was just so-so, but on the perimeter, they were tough.
And out of bounds, the Pistons will take it. Pistons trail by 3. Rose kicks to Kennard. Griffin looking around. The dish to Rose. Lopez with the steal. To the paint. Here's Matthews. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Outside Rose. Pass to Griffin. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 6th rebound on the night. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. And it's Rose with the ball for Detroit. 7-point differential. Will it go? And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the foul against Milwaukee.
And boy, what a year it was for Derrick Rose. And the sea of fans hoping that he would get back to what he once was, as he was electric.
Very surprised he couldn't capitalize on those shots. You don't see that often.
And here is Lopez. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And for Rose, so many had written him off, but he was a huge factor for the Timberwolves.
Rose still has a tremendous passion for the game, and it really shows on the court. His renaissance last season was one of the better stories in our league.
And it's sent back by Lopez.
It's a bonus whenever Lopez comes up with the swat. Want to see more of this from the big fella.
The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. That 3 off the mark. Pistons trail by 5. Now Rose. Over Bledsoe. Rose, no good. Milwaukee's gone 0-4 from 3-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Brown wide open. He fires. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got 3 assists now in this one. Rose dishes to Griffin. Rose against Antetokounmpo. Rose passes to Griffin. Griffin draws the double. 5 on the clock. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Milwaukee leading by 8. Now here's Bledsoe. 8 points for him. Lopez with the ball. Antetokounmpo kicks to Lopez. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. A fader. And that's good from Antetokounmpo on the assist by Bledsoe.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the last few seasons with Giannis is incredible. I mean, he just keeps adding to an already superstar-level game.
To that fact, I'm legit. Now, according to the way that I'm positioned in these bids, it look like I'm just gonna keep on getting rich. Know the west side. Rap, this, fuck, all this rap money, look, I need too much. Money, loyalty, and love, in the dream we trust. When you switching up the players on your team too much, Tiny Copy, that's my love, Young Supreme, what's up?
And a different look here for the Pistons. Markieff Morris is checked in for Andre Drummond. Christian Wood comes in for Blake Griffin. Brown is checked in for Tony Snell. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Derrick Rose. Now, here is Morris. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Heat in Miami. Kennard lays it up off the glass. And you know, Greg, this last season, Giannis improving on his rebounding and his passing.
Career highs for him in both of those areas. If he ever adds a deep shot, I'm not sure how you guard him at that point.
Here's Connaughton following the bucket by the Pistons. Shoots over Brown. Morris with the rebound. Brown feeling it out a bit. Passes it to Galloway. Here's Wood, guarded by Korver. There's the lob to the hoop.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Pass to Ilyasova. Here's Connaughton. The pass to Lopez. Shoots a fader. Count it. Good. And the Bucks lead by 8.
And that soft touch of Lopez makes things easy for him down there.
Pass to Kennard. Here's Wood. He's coming off a 16-point game against Miami.
You can't forget about how great he was at forcing contact and getting to the line. He racked up a lot of easy points at the line that way. Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
And here is Hill. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, George Hill, the veteran guard, doesn't produce at the volume he once did. Still, he brings a lot of value to a team.
And for Hill, Greg, he's a great veteran leader who brings value to a playoff-bound team.
You know, Hill has a game that is effective even when he's not scoring. His leadership and defense will make him a welcome addition to any roster, even as his numbers fade. That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Kicks it to Ilyasova. 1:43 left in the first quarter. The three from Korver doesn't go for him. The Pistons go the other way with it. Galloway taking his time here. Passes it to Kennard. Here's Wood. Over in the corner, Brown. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. With the putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Wood's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Now here's Ilyasova. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
The defense decides to gamble off him, and he cashes in.
50 seconds left in the first quarter. Kennard kicks to Galloway. Pass to Wood. Here's Morris. Rebounded by the Bucks. Now Hill. 8 points his last outing. Dishes to Lopez. Now here is Hill. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
The pass to Kennard. And it's sent back by Lopez.
And that is the length of Robin Lopez on display.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
It's been all about Eric Bledsoe for Milwaukee. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be back with you shortly. Robin Lopez talks about the importance of being the anchor on the defensive end.
That's something I relish. It's something unique. It's something to take pride in, that you have all your teammates back on the defensive end, and when it gets down to it, you're kind of that last line of defense. And obviously, defense is a team-oriented ideal, but there's something fun about that. I think there's something competitive about that.
And Greg, that's why his teammates love him.
Absolutely. You can tell Lopez really wants to make an impact on defense on every possession.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Bucks here, they've been putting a show on, guys.
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
We've got Brown, Wood out there with Morris, and it's Galloway in at the point guard position. That's the group for Detroit right now. Hill with it. Morris with the rebound.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
To the left wing. Here's Wood, defended by Ilyasova. Wood passes to Morris, and he gets it to go.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Milwaukee leading by 11. Hill looking it over. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And let's take a look now at some stats for George Hill, how he performed last season. He put up about 7 points a game, 2 assists and 2 rebounds. Backup point guard, always an important position, and he fills that role beautifully.
Without a good floor conductor coming off the bench, your offense can quickly grow stagnant. He solves that problem well.
Galloway, the pass to Wood. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Wood's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Pass to Lopez. Outside Hill. He's off on that one. The Pistons go the other way with it. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Here's Kennard, guarded by Korver. Here's Kennard. He's coming off a 22-point game against Miami.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive.
Hill passes to Lopez. He kicks it to Korver. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Milwaukee Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against Oklahoma City. And Greg, after this season, Antetokounmpo will be eligible to sign a Supermax extension. The Bucks want him to stay happy.
The loss of Malcolm Brogdon last summer definitely stung. Trying to control costs, but you don't want to take a step back with Giannis's decision looming.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Lopez finds Hill. Back to Lopez. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Brown outside. From the arc. They get it again. The shot, no good. And here's Hill, who will bring it up for Milwaukee. In the second quarter, held scoreless. Here's DiVincenzo. No points in the game yet for him. Lopez dishes to Hill. Shot on the wing. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
That's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, in Blake Griffin, the Pistons have their biggest star in years, probably going back to their championship team of 2004. A return to all-star form for Blake meant tremendous individual numbers last season. The Pistons hadn't won a playoff game in more than a decade. Still not the result they want in 2019. The Pistons will be trying to capitalize during Blake's prime. Kevin, we'll see where this franchise goes from here.
We sure will, David, but he's a terrific player. Thank you so much. Now a timeout called by Detroit. Well, we see a lot of big men creating offense, Smitty. Who's on your list for perhaps the best outlet passer in the game right now?
Let's start off. I would say Kevin Love is one of those guys who still is, I think, the best outlet passer as a big. Jokic, also Blake Griffin, some of those guys can really pass. DeMarcus Cousins, those are some of the bigs that have great outlet passes.
And a different look here for the Pistons. Andre Drummond's checked in for Morris. Blake Griffin comes in for Christian Wood. Tony Snell's checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Rose in for Langston Galloway. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Antetokounmpo comes in for Ilyasova. Matthews, he's checked in for Kyle Korver. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Hill. Giannis kicks to Matthews. Here's Antetokounmpo, and no good. Good D by Drummond. Pistons trail by 10. Griffin, no one around him. Detroit, no good that time either.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
Here's Giannis. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. Giannis has got 10 points.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
Here's Snell. Here's Drummond over Lopez. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. The Pistons have not yet made a free throw in the game, 0 of 2 so far. Free throw, no good for Drummond.
I love this. Andre Drummond has gone on record saying he is one of the last true centers in the league. Hard to argue with that statement, given how Drummond has played.
Giannis inside. Working on Drummond. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
To the inside. Stolen by Bledsoe. Passes to DiVincenzo. Detroit with the rebound. Griffin's got 4 rebounds in this game. Rebounding and defense, Drummond provides, Smitty, feels similar to an old-school center.
Yeah, it does. Drummond is still very effective, even without having an outside shot, but he's gotten better at that. Most centers now can shoot threes, but Drummond is happy to stick to what he does best.
Shot from 16. Excellent D there from Bledsoe. Milwaukee leading by 10. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Count that one. He's got 12.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
It's a winning approach when you execute. That's the key. They're playing fast, but also under control.
They grab their own miss. Count it. Drummond's got 6 points.
Second chance points have really been an issue here defensively.
Antetokounmpo against Griffin. And here's Giannis. He's got 12. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
That's it, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Blake Griffin. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Rebounded by the Pistons. Here's Snell. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Matthews against Rose. Tries it from 19. That shot off. And Milwaukee will come the other way.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
Pass to Lopez. Kicks it to Antetokounmpo. From deep. No good that time.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
And that one's good, Griffin.
This is what you want out of your offense. A high percentage look for Blake Griffin.
Bledsoe against Rose. Bledsoe taking his time here. From deep, Giannis. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got 5 rebounds tonight. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Blake Griffin.
When he's draining jump shots, it's hard to know what you want to do defensively. What do you take away?
For 3, Bledsoe. Rebounded by the Pistons. Drummond's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Rose attacking, and the layup's good off the glass. Now just a 5-point Bucks lead.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Now the pass to Matthews. Here's DiVincenzo. No good again that time.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Here's Brown. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Bledsoe. Here's DiVincenzo. He's covered by Rose. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Goes up the baseline. Blake Griffin pulls it in.
And even though the quarter has been a struggle, it doesn't look like he's lost his confidence. He keeps looking for a shot.
Back to Snell. Bobbed up there for Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Drummond is very active on the offensive glass. This is where he can pile up a lot of points.
Rose against Bledsoe. Nice D from Rose. Last outing for the Pistons, it was a loss to the Heat in Miami. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Wesley Matthews picks one up.
You know, it's interesting. Blake has increased his shooting range, but that hasn't really carried over to the free throw line.
Here's Connaughton. 5 points in the game. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Here's Galloway. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
Lopez can be such a thorn in your side with his defensive presence.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Bucks lead by 2. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Kyle, tough time getting shots to fall in the first half. How do you get back on track offensively?
Oh, we just got to keep on moving, keep on playing with the pass. And we got good energy. We're just not really making any shots. So we're playing pretty good defense. We just got to knock down some shots.
Well, we'll see if we can get it done in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 12 points, 13 rebounds, and 4 assists. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
Well, they made a concerted effort to get out on the fast break. Dunks, alley-oops, run the lanes at every opportunity, and it's wearing the defense down.
Shaq, what'd you think about the Pistons?
What impressed me the most was the effort they put into the offensive glass. The second chance points really added up for them. Fighting through box outs, battling for position, they own the offensive boards.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Blake Griffin in this game. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Brown in at the 3 slot. Just 4 to shoot. And Antetokounmpo takes the elbow jumper and drains it. Giannis has got the first basket of the second half. That one for Milwaukee. Now Rose. The 10-footer. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Outside Griffin. Fires the 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Bledsoe right side. Brown outside. Matthews with the bounce pass. For 3, Bledsoe. No good on that one. Now the Pistons take it the other way.
Well, the Pistons are starting to embrace the deep ball. First year under Coach Casey, they shot many more threes. Went from middle of the pack in 2018 to 6th overall last year.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Wing shot on the way. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got rebound number 15 here tonight.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Lopez with the steal. And it's the Bucks on the break. Antetokounmpo running. And here's Brown outside. Milwaukee. No good that time either. And the threes the Pistons put up last year, Steve. A franchise record for them.
Next step is they're going to have to make them. This team is still looking for the right outside threat, but they know they want to stay a team that attacks from outside.
Bledsoe against Rose. Bledsoe outside. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Griffin. Milwaukee. No good that time either. The Pistons trailing. Here's Rose. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Now here's Drummond. 8 points for him. Passes it to Kennard. Outside Griffin. Detroit keeping it alive. A new 14. And it's Drummond missing. Bucks leading by 4. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Bucks passing it around. Griffin with the steal. He dishes it to Rose. Pass to Snell. Here's Kennard. Rose looking around. And Drummond kicks to Griffin. Shot clock at 6. No good on that one.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Right side, Antetokounmpo. Good work there as it goes. Now it's a 6-point Milwaukee lead.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Griffin kicks to Rose. Fires for 3. Drummond passes to Griffin. Lobbed up there for Drummond, and Drummond throws it down. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 19 rebounds.
With the flexibility to adjust at the rim, Drummond can catch the pass almost anywhere and still throw it down.
Christian Woods checked in for Blake Griffin. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for the Bucks. Giannis outside. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Drummond. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Rose passes to Drummond. Kennard kicks to Rose. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. That one off the back iron and out.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Pistons trail by 4. Back to Kennard. Now the dish to Drummond. From deep, Rose. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 16th rebound on the night. Brown the pass to Giannis. Back to Brown. And here's Giannis from outside. And again, the Bucks miss. And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Pistons. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo is the reigning MVP. He's the second Bucks player to win it since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And he's the third youngest MVP in league history. Kevin, he's just scratching the surface of what he'll do in this league.
You said it, D.A., and some good facts in your report, too. Thank you. Antetokounmpo finds Lopez. The baseline J off the mark.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points. He has gone ice cold this quarter, obviously not helping their cause.
A different look here for Detroit. Markieff Morris is checked in for Andre Drummond. Brown comes in for Tony Snell. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Derrick Rose. Jacks up a three. Galloway, no good. Milwaukee leading by 4. Well, Langston Galloway, not the most efficient scorer, but he'll eat minutes for you.
Yeah, Galloway not a player you want taking a ton of shots overall, but he can hit from outside if you give him a look. That's really his best shot.
Stolen by Bledsoe. Here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. And what a year last season for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He was terrific across, Greg, all stat categories.
And he was rightfully in the MVP conversation very early on. He's still very young, and I see multiple MVP seasons in his future.
Big brute substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Ilyasova comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Brown. And George Hills subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Bucks leading by 9. Here's Connaughton, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. When the game is decided and the clock is running out, the winning team shouldn't try to score. But we're seeing more of that these days. I'm not sure why. Kind of an unwritten rule. What do you think about that, Steve?
Yeah, Kevin, it used to be. And I watch a lot of these players come in. The game is decided. You know, they're up 10 or down 10, and they're still out here dunking, shooting. Back in my day, Kevin, you get that little ugly look from the team. And then the next game, you usually come up with a hard foul against you just to send a message.
The pass to Lopez. Hill against Morris. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Lopez. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Lopez has got his second bucket of the night.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Kennard, the pass to Galloway. And here is Morris. Here's Kennard. Shot to stop the run. That shot is off. Pass to Lopez. Brown trying to free himself up. And Lopez gets it to go. Lopez has got 4 points this quarter.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
Pass to Brown. Pass to Wood. There's Galloway. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
And the pass to Corbin. All alone. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Pistons trail by 17. Here's Galloway. To the middle. Here's Morris, and that one's drained from the low block. Morris has got 8.
He goes to the bounce pass there. Nice rhythm at the end of the play.
There's 1:47 left in the third. Hill passes to Connaughton. Shoots from 14. Lopez, no luck. The Pistons shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. Kennard kicks to Galloway. Here's Kennard. He's guarded by Hill. High post shot. The offensive rebound. The second effort. Wood can't hit.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Pass to Korver. It's back to Hill. The Bucks working the ball around. Korver, no luck. Pistons trail by 15. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And the wide open shot from Morris. And it's off from three-point range. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Outside Hill. Passes it to Lopez. Outside Korver. Back to Lopez. And the Bucks miss again.
I like it. That's a great battle at the rim. He just couldn't finish.
Brown finds Galloway for 3. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
And make no mistake, George Hill is a two-way player. Great contest there.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And don't go away. We'll be right back. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We've got Brown. Morris is out there with Griffin. And it's Galloway in at the 1. That's the group for Detroit right now. Morris against Lopez. There's Brown with the 3. Here's Morris. The second effort. Griffin trying to get open. And Morris with the lay-in. Morris has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Detroit. Outside Hill. Pass to Connaughton from downtown. And the rebound goes to Griffin. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Trailing by 13. Brown outside. Lopez with the steal. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Hill kicks to Matthews. For the 3. The shot, no good. And Detroit the other way now.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
And guys, one thing that has been interesting to see since Blake Griffin came to Detroit is how he's developed as a leader, has come into his own with how he takes responsibility for the team's play.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Tony Snell comes in for Bruce Brown. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Langston Galloway. Here's Lopez. That one goes. Count it. And the Bucks lead by 13.
This is the consistency he was looking for in the first half. Just took him a while to heat up.
Rose against Ilyasova. Rose passes to Griffin. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
Brook Lopez is checked in for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo comes in for Ilyasova. Outside Matthews. Puts up a 3. They get the rebound. The shot's good from Lopez. Lopez has got his first basket.
Can't let Lopez get comfortable down low. The second he does, there's no stopping.
And with Griffin, you look at his time on the Clippers, and for most of his career, he was more of a second in command.
Coach Casey said last year early on that Griffin is the leader of this team, and Blake took it upon himself to step up to the challenge. Makes sense no matter how you look at it. He's their best player and needs to be one of the leaders.
Bounce pass from Rose. Griffin against Antetokounmpo. There's the pass to Kennard. 5 to shoot. Pulls up, high post. That one falls.
Easy look from mid-range. He won't miss many of those. Lazy effort defensively.
Griffin with the steal. Goes up and finished off by Griffin.
Blake leaves you speechless. His dunks are out of this world.
Outside Hill. Giannis inside. Defended by Griffin. Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebound, Detroit. Morris has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Griffin. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. That's now 22 points for Blake Griffin.
On the attack all evening. Not sure at this point what can slow Blake Griffin down.
Over to the left wing. Lopez kicks to Connaughton. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Pistons trail by 11. Griffin inside. Giannis is there. Pass to Kennard. Back to Rose. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Blake Griffin again. Griffin's got it back down to single digits for the Pistons. Here's Giannis. Here's Connaughton. Passes it to Giannis. Griffin with the steal. Here's Snell. And it's good, 2 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
People wondered how happy Blake Griffin would be after being traded from LA to Detroit a few years back. He has completely embraced the city, and Motown loves him back as well, quickly becoming a fan favorite.
Andre Drummond's checked in for Markieff Morris. The Bucks also changing it up. Brown comes in for Pat Connaughton, and it's Eric Bledsoe in for Hill. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Here's Snell, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Brook Lopez. And with Griffin, he's also embraced Detroit's situation, trying to build a contender.
Griffin said he feels like he's a part of building something special here in Detroit. You have to admire how quickly Blake has gone all in for the Pistons franchise.
Pass to Lopez. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Now the pass to Bledsoe. And the Bucks miss again.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds given what the scoreboard says.
There's Rose with the three. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Griffin's got 3 assists in the game. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Bledsoe outside. Back to Giannis from deep three-point range. Pistons trail by 4. The feed to Griffin. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. The Bucks shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. And stolen by Drummond. And here's Rose. Outside Griffin. And he nails that one right through the net. And now just a 2-point Bucks lead.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
Antetokounmpo against Griffin. An easy 2 points on the layup. Giannis has got 6 in the quarter.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Rose, and it's sent back by Bledsoe. And it's the Bucks on the break. Here's Giannis. Bucket is good. Now it's a 6-point Milwaukee lead.
No hesitation. He just takes off and takes it the distance.
Yeah, he's a one-man show in transition. Impressive play, taking it right to the rim.
Rose passes to Griffin. Off with the layup.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
Pass to Drummond. Here's the three. It's not going to go for him. Bucks leading by 8. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Pistons.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Inside, here's Drummond. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, you look at the former All-Star Andre Drummond and the way he rebounds, Greg. He might be the best in the league in that department.
I mean, few players in the history of the league can go off for 20-plus rebounds on any given night. Drummond's one of them. Attacks the glass on the offensive end so well. His offensive rebounding, for me, sets him apart.
Rose passes to Kennard. Griffin kicks to Rose. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Derrick Rose putting pressure on the defense, always looking to draw contact.
He hits both from the stripe. Bucks leading by 7. Now Bledsoe. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Down low, Lopez with the steal. Here's Brown, and it's good for 2. And it's an 11-point Bucks lead.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Right side, Griffin. Up again, and Drummond is right there.
Hard to keep Andre from doing this when he's motivated. One of the league's best at following up shots.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And he makes the first. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Smitty, you played with the U.S. national team. Would you say they allow more physicality in FIBA than they do in the NBA?
No, I think, Kevin, different parts of the game, there's more physicality. Like on the free throw line, boxing out. Like going up for rebounds, they let a lot more than we're used to go. But usually the NBA players adjust, and they find their way.
Pistons trail by 11. Now here's Rose. 8 feet away. Griffin's shot is off. And for Milwaukee, their shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. Bledsoe for 3, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
Passes to Griffin. Over Giannis. The kick out to Rose. Clock at 6. Drops in the layup for 2. Rose has got 9 points here in the second half.
Derrick Rose inside is a treat to watch because watch how high he gets off the floor.
And out of bounds, the Pistons will take it.
Detroit basketball.
Pistons trail by 14. There's a minute 34 left in the game. Here's Griffin. And he banks in the layup. Griffin's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Great court awareness by Derrick Rose, reading every inch of the floor so well.
On the wing, Giannis. Defended by Griffin. And it's Giannis missing. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. To the inside. Griffin's shot is off. Milwaukee leading by 12.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Bucks.
Their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Yeah, excellent defense around the rim there, Kevin. That they were disciplined and focused.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Giannis.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron. Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Dragan Bender, he's checked in for Lopez. DJ Wilson comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Eric Bledsoe. There's Brown with the 3. Rebound by the Pistons. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Picked his pocket. Pass to DiVincenzo. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. 19 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And the pass to Morris. Knocks it loose. Here's Connaughton from deep. Can't connect. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Eric Bledsoe. Eric, a strong performance tonight. What's been the difference?
All right, David, thank you. That concludes the first game of the